Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to an MCN for Monday. These are always recorded on a Sunday, but of course you might have seen over the weekend, especially Sunday, we had some very important things to go over. Mainly Banquet Event, and that's I'm done with Banquet Event based stuff until the end of this year. Yes, we are in 2024. In particular, yesterday's video went over things like Kabam Crash's response to that matter. So go and check out that video, which was a little bit longer than I wanted to, but it's got some kind of like click bits, so you can go to this post and me kind of answering against it, and then there's an early kind of like snippet of kind of like, well, the benefits of the Banquet Event. In any case, go and see that video. So we kick off the show with this little bit of reminder for those that are able to pick it up, and that is the weekly web store Crystal, the Legends one. Of course, the daily, whether it's Paragon, Thronebreaker, wherever you are in the game, or indeed Valiant, go pick up your daily Crystal, which is of course at the web store. I know, as I said, and not everybody's able to pick it up, but go and collect it. It's your weekly reminder. Next up, and something that's really cool, just briefly, Boss Logic. If you don't know, Boss Logic is, well, a complete boss when it comes to like artwork and creation. So go and check out this in the link in the description. This is designed as like a little Steve, Summon Symbia, and of course a lot of the... I don't know if this is being commissioned by Kabam. I'm not 100% sure on this, but it was kind of cool to kind of see this. And Marvel Contest of Champions even got involved with kind of like going like, this is pretty cool because it's, well, it's the Summon Symbia. Right there, and there's I think like a little rocket, like kind of like there in the background, in some sort of kind of I don't know, it's giving me like Linkin Park Meteora type vibes to it, but I don't know, it's kind of like, it's just really kind of cool. Yeah, just really cool. Next up, we're moving on to something a little bit interesting, a little bit weird, and a little bit, well, confusing. Play points. So, as a lot of you know, if you are an Android player of the game, you collect your Google points. I saw this on Reddit and was like, okay, this is interesting. So, if you spend money in-game and you buy things, you get play points. Play points can be exchanged for prizes. And one thing that's kind of strange at the moment is that in the last few days, there's this particular, well, like lack of deals. These are the only deals that are available at the moment for this. Now, what this could be is like, well, Kabam could be about to put on some new ones, like that, but at this particular moment in time, it may be going into a bit of a meh area. Do bear in mind, Kabam also are kind of like saying go to the web store, which of course is offering a lot more stuff, which and in any case is kind of taken away from the monopoly of Google Play and anything that say iTunes might, you know, do in a similar vein. So you spend money, you get extras. But because Kabam have started removing this, is this a sign that Kabam are going more towards kind of not offering anything but offering better, like like deals, better pricing than, you know, something like this is an extra? Because hey, you spend your money, you get some extras. But what if Kabam removed that? It could just be a limited thing. I think we'll monitor the situation. Now let's have a bit of a longer bit of topic on the subject of AI. So something that's been a bit of an issue, like I was watching M play last night on her Google Pixel, and I was noticing that the way that the AI would kind of react or not react is a bit of an issue, and obviously a lot of a big pain point for a lot of players. Look, AI can be really good to you, it can be really bad to you, and there's been a lot of talk, especially back in November, that we were going to get some AI improvements, which I'm in great doubt of have any improvements gone in. And we're going to come back to something that was recently put in the the release notes coming up on this week, which was that like here, fixed with issue with AI being less aggressive in certain instances. So it's like it still seems to be on Kabam's radar as an issue. Anyway, going back to like why I was bringing like M's kind of playing game is on Saturday she was playing Act 6.1.4 and found that and kind of like as she was finding it, and I was seeing it, champions were just being so, well, like, yeah, just not as aggressive. But then Kabam was saying here, fix issues with AI being less aggressive in certain instances. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's kind of like, it all triangulates in the same way that there's issues with that. And I mean, look, here's where it becomes an issue. When a champion's holding on to specials, like power, like nearly SP3 and is not throwing that special attack. In some cases, depending on the node that's associated with it, it can be really, really frustrating, and it doesn't play into the fairness that should come into the game. The game's not fair in any case, and it's a skill-based game. I think a lot of us know that. But there's some instances where Kabam have got to meet the community in the middle with providing something that is, a fight situation that at least plays out in a certain way that you go, okay, I'm not going to get comboed into oblivion. I'm not going to get specialed into oblivion. And again, finding this kind of like nice marker of point where Kabam are providing a decent, fair game that's fun with fighting, and us really enjoying that and kind of like being able to be quite reactive and flowy in the scheme of the battle, in a way to describe it. It's not kind of an accurate way, but you know what I mean. So yeah, saw this post, lots of people talking on it, and again, it came in with those release notes with things. So this player says, why is AI never throwing SP1s and SP2, but will immediately, the moment it reaches red, will throw an SP3 without thinking, especially in War and BG? AI there have kinked to hold specials till eternity. I've also noticed that especially after December update, AI began to hold block in corner, making the player dash forward and then counter with a light attack. It's the same thing with hitting to block counter by special. Never been properly addressed. Hello, before we couldn't dash in when AI had specials ready, which is okay, but now we can't even dash in because there's always a risk that AI will counter with a light attack. Look, it's perfectly there. I was watching. I had a conversation in the community tab with Legacy on this. Like, I was watching one of his streams and I was just looking at the AI going, "What? How is it moving like this? Why is it moving like this?" And he even commented it as well with that kind of like notion. It's bizarre at times. But yeah, this is the problem as well. Like, I don't know where we're up to with fixes, and this is the problem. I think this right here is like the problem with it. Like, the response. It's not productive, and I think at this time, like, as Thread puts in together this stuff here, and even like having stupid things. I mean, it's trying to be funny, but it's not. It's kind of cringe, especially when you kind of go, well, look, it's right there in black and white, or yeah, black and white, and a little bit of green as well. Like, Kabam are even on it. They agree with that. So look, it's always important when we get this validation that there's people that can go, oh, it's a skill issue, isn't it? But then it's like, well, Kabam say it's an issue. So look, this is again where I really hope that, and even Kabam, like, what was it? Even Kabam Crash says about it. Where is it? And he's talking about like, where the problems are with the game. He even puts in this particular thread that it's up there, one of the pressing issues of like AI and alliance wars and stuff like that, and sentiment from the community. There it is, right there. Concerns about alliance war, defender AI, the meta event, and other legitimate issues we need to address. Legitimate issues. So look, not skill issue, legitimate issues that need to be addressed, and they do. Like, that's the thing, and this is the problem as well. It's like it's worse for. And I'm glad Kabam have recognised it, because you look at the situation. I had a conversation when I was speaking to Em. I said, out of curiosity, how do you feel like, or how would somebody new to the game feel if they reach this point? And she said, well, I don't think people would want to continue on playing the game. So it's as much a detriment to the current player base, but also the future new players to the game. If you reach a point as a new player and go, oh, do you know what? This is a bit hard. And there are threads out there saying that, hey, Act 6 feels hard. But I think that may be a knock-on effect from having bad AI. If you have bad defender AI, it's not a case of, again, skill issue. And those people going skill issue, you're like, that's fine. Take the piss out of the new people coming to the game. That means no new players. No new players to the game is a problem. So, look, be careful with that stuff, because you never know if you don't do your research. And I try as best I can to do research when it comes to creating the MCN stories. That we find out, like, what's going on, what's the community sentiment on things, what's happening like elsewhere. And like I said, this is a very interesting topic at the moment, and it's well worth kind of getting involved. If you want to get involved with this thread, I will put a link to it in the description down below. But yeah, like, this is another thing. Like, as I know, I've seen a lot of skill issue and get good comments lately. These are definitions. They are. That's weird. I said the same thing. Yeah. So it's just a case of like, look, it's important. It's important we have this communication. Interesting thread as well, because there is, you know, there's a lot of animation issues which can, as I said, this is the difference between, in the past I've said that we've got animation issues, which, like, if an enemy defender is ending an animation, you're like, okay, I can go in. No, you might get clapped in the face. So again, that's kind of like another element to this. As this player says here, first frame shows stun debuff from an SP2 goes off. Shuri's still shaking though, but Fury has already in halfway hit her while she has 2 bars of power. Second frame, not even half a millisecond. Shuri throws an SP2 before Fury could hit. That's difficult because commands say that this is an animation issue, and you snap out of the animation. Even though the stun debuff's on, it's not. It's like the animation finishes first for the champion, which doesn't reflect what's happening with the debuff. So, and that's the issue, isn't it? That Kabam don't file this stuff under AI defender issues. It could be, but they would go champion animation issues maybe. I don't know, this is the layers of stuff that becomes very kind of confusing and frustrating to stuff. As I said, interesting thread, well worth getting involved with, the link is in the description. And what's your current thoughts about AI currently in game? Are you feeling that it's in a state where it needs work? Are you kind of looking forward to this here, that Kabam are going to fix this week? And is this going to improve the AI? We'll have to see. In any case, I just want to, before we get into arena results and predictions, I want to share this. This made me laugh a bit because it's a very strange way to say you might have cheated. So this player says, I have played MCC for over 7 years. Kabam suddenly banned my account, behave on account sharing, but I don't know without share to account details how it's possible. I have not shared my account details with anyone, right? The interesting side of things is the rationale for it, because I've never heard of this before, and this must be brand new. I had played the game at midnight and slept using auto mode fight when trying to log in. It says my account's banned. So this player, which is, again, this is odd, using auto mode or auto fight, whatever auto mode is, I assume they refer to as auto fight, overnight, that it got them banned. This seems completely bizarre. I've never heard of anybody using an auto fight, or if it was auto mode, then you kind of say, well, you're probably running something over the top of it. And I would say as well that this is just like, it's just very, very bizarre. This player did get a permanent ban, which, you know, anyway, they've played for 7 years. It's very weird. I don't, like, this is the thing, like, you just do not know what people are doing with their accounts nowadays. Don't share them. Don't share your account information with anybody. Don't run mods, because look, you'll lose your account. And of course, if it's a permanent ban, what this probably means is this particular player used either a bot or a mod in Necropolis, because Necropolis is instant ban and they will flush it out really quickly. If it's an auto mode, then they could be using an arena bot. If they're using an arena bot, they've used it to do the Banquet Event and farm a load of units, which then are going to be, if they've left it overnight, then they probably have, to kind of like allow themselves to get to units to then get as many GBCs as possible. But what are your thoughts on this particular matter and this? Do you think guilty as charged? And yeah, it was just quite funny reading that. Like, I put it on auto mode at midnight. So yeah, that's kind of like, yeah, bye-bye. And we end the show on arena results and predictions for Spider-Man 2099 and Jabari Panther. Right, results and predictions are as follows. The results, well, not a huge amount of results, but enough we can go on. Especially because Spider-Man 2099, I think, is a lot more popular for people to kind of go at, especially because it's featured. 43 mil, position 307, 48.4 mil, position 223, 65.1 mil, 51 position, 11 position, 91.7 mil. Shout out to everybody that gave me some not predictions, but results on Twitter, on YouTube community tab, and as well up on the Discord. Jabari Panther, well, bit of a difficult one, but I would say again, like that 22 mil kind of prediction might be that. So Good luck in round 2. But of course, these are some predictions here. You know, 43 mil for the Spider-Man 2099, and 5-star Jabari Panther if you're interested, 12.5 mil. Good luck, everybody, with round 2 of those arenas. And that indeed has been the show. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks very much to everybody that supports the channel as a member and such like. And I'll see you all in the next video, whenever and whatever that will be. Much love. Goodbye.